Yo, what's good everyone? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. As you can tell by the title, we are back again with yet another review. Now, I just want to apologise first and foremost to anybody that's actually been waiting for this review to come out. This week has been crazy. I have been doing everything, everywhere. It's just been a complete madness. And I know a lot of you guys were excited for this review, so apologies for the delay. So a massive shout out to any of my returning subscribers, but if you are new around here, welcome to the channel. My name is Aiden. On this channel, we do release brand new sneaker content just like this each and every week. So if you haven't already, please consider smashing that subscribe button. Also, do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video. And if you do enjoy this video, please give it a massive thumbs up. It really truly does help getting this video out to more and more people, which is always massively appreciated. And if you do want to find me outside of YouTube, you can find me on Instagram over at ACS Sneakers. So now all the formalities are out of the way, let's go ahead and dive straight in. So this shoe did actually release pretty recently. It did actually release on June the 11th for a retail price of £220. Now, I know we're all here for the shoes, but let's just take a quick look at the shoe box. Now, as you can see, we just have that pretty bog standard Yeezy cardboard box. Across the top, we have the 700 branding, and then on the side of the box, we have the Boost branding. If we then just take a quick look at the label, which reads Yeezy Boost 700 Enflame as the colourway, and this is a UK size 9. Now, as you can see, this is a pull-out drawer, pretty standard for Yeezy, and then on the inside, pretty standard tissue paper, nothing too special about all of that. But I know we're not here for the box, and there's nothing else really to touch on, so let's go ahead and jump straight into the shoes. And here we have it, the Yeezy 700 in the Enflame Amber Colourway. Now, just like we do with all of my reviews, we'll be breaking this shoe down section by section, starting with the upper and then working our way down. So if we start from the toes up to begin with, now on the toe cap, we have this really nice premium tan suede material. And when I say really nice, I seriously mean nice. And then just underneath this, on the underlay, we do have a really nice pop of colour with this vibrant teal blue mesh. A lot of people are saying that this is a callback to the Wave Runners. It could be, I'm not entirely sure. It is a really nice touch for the shoe and it does add a really nice pop of colour. And then on either side of the toe, we have more of that mesh material, but this time in more of a maroon brown colour. And then if we just work our way down to the mudguard, as you can see, we do have this really nice all black suede. Now the texture is not the same as what we see on the toe cap. The toe cap is much more of a smoother material, whereas on the mudguard and on the black overlays, we do have more of a hairier suede. But fortunately enough, it does have that two-tone variation to it, so if you are a big fan of it like me, it is a really nice premium feature for the shoe. Another thing that I kind of find when it comes to black suede is it generally goes a little bit more dull, a little bit more quickly, so you may need to get some kind of suede rejuvenator, or even use the Rejuvenator Protect Spray. It doesn't necessarily need to be Rejuvenator, but that's just the one that I use. You can use Crepe Protect Spray, or any of the other variations. Personally, I've only ever used Rejuvenator, especially when it ever does come to a suede shoe. I do think it's always best to err on the side of caution. Just give it a quick spray and then you're good to go. But we do see more of that black suede material on the overlays as we move through the midfoot. And then in the centre of the midfoot, we do have this really nice tan mesh material. Now on the underlay, we do actually have the 3-stripe branding. This does actually feature 3M materials. And as you'll know by now if you've been around my channel, I absolutely love reflective shoes.
It's true.
So that was a really nice detail that I wasn't even aware of until I started to take some shots of this shoe. If we then just continue to work our way back even further, as you can see just before the heel, we have more of this really nice blacked out suede. Now, it's not the same type of suede as what we see on the mudguard or on the overlays. It's more of a rougher style of suede, and it's not necessarily as premium as in terms of the overall feel. I'm not sure if it's more premium or if it's less premium, but it's just not necessarily the same type of suede as what we've seen throughout the rest of the shoe. And then incorporated into this suede material, we do have more 3M materials as well. But if we then just work our way down to the midsole, as you can see, we have this really bright, polarizing pastel orange colour. This isn't actually the very first time they've used this specific midsole on the 700, as they did actually use the exact same colour on the bright blue colourway. Now, just from my personal opinion, I genuinely believe it didn't work well on that shoe at all. The reason for me is when you do have such a bright colour on the upper and then such a bright colour on the midsole, it kind of just blurs into one and it just looks a little bit weird. Whereas when you do have a really nice tonal colour on the upper, like we see on this, so the really nice blacked out suedes, the really nice tan meshes, the other, variations of colour throughout the upper, it just blends together more naturally. And then as we move down to the midsole and you see that really bright colour, it becomes effectively the most eye-catching feature of the shoe and it just works much better in my opinion. So it is worth mentioning that the midsole on the Yeezy 700 does also incorporate Adidas' Ultra Boost tech. If you've seen any of my other Yeezy reviews by now, you're probably getting sick to death of hearing it. But as far as I'm concerned, Ultra Boost is still the most comfortable material that they do use. It feels absolutely incredible on feet, especially in these, which is quite surprising. But I genuinely believe that it just makes this shoe incredibly comfortable on feet. So as far as comfort's concerned, you really have no problems with this. So if we then swing over to the outsole, we do almost have this lava-like design. So we have a combination of the black rubber, orange like what we saw on the midsole, and peeking through we do have that Ultra Boost tech. If we then take a look towards the heel, we do have the Adidas branding. In the centre of the shoe, we do have these almost off-white pre-aged laces. The laces themselves do sit atop this really nice tan mesh tongue, and then on either side of the laces on the eye stays, we do have this really nice tan leather. Now, the leather on the shoe feels a lot better than I expected, especially considering where it's actually used on the actual shoe itself. The fact that they've reserved the leather material for the eye stays, it just feels like a really quality material. I'm not sure if it is synthetic or if it's genuine leather, but it still feels pretty good for me. And then on the bottom portion of the laces and towards the 3/4 panel, we do have more 3M materials, which is a really nice touch once again. But if we then take a look around the ankle collar and sock liner, now around the ankle collar, we have this really nice tan mesh material. And then moving inside the shoe, we do have more of that tan color. Now on the heel portion of the sock liner, it's incredibly well padded. I mean, in general, the whole sock liner is really nicely padded on this shoe. A lot more padding and structure than I was expecting. And considering this is a low top shoe, it's actually really impressive how much cushioning they've got on it. So genuinely impressed with the overall cushioning on the inside of the shoe. But then moving even further into the shoe itself, we do have a tan insole with the Adidas Yeezy branding. So the sizing on this shoe kind of caught me off guard. Everybody told me to go half size up. I went against the grain and just went true to size because that's pretty much the size I wear in every single shoe, no matter what the make is. So most people go half a size up in Yeezy 350s, but I always still go true to size with the size 9. So with that in mind, I went true to size and this fits me incredibly well. Almost like a one-to-one fit. The fit is just absolutely incredible. Now, that's not going to be the same for everybody. I have wide feet and I still found that there was enough room around the toe box for me to feel comfortable. But if there's any opportunity for you to actually try a shoe before buying, or perhaps maybe try a friend's pair, just so you kind of get a sense of what sizing to go for, I would always recommend that you do that just so you can understand the best fit for you. If you don't really have that choice, I think to err on the side of caution and go with the majority of opinions, going a half size up, you really can't go wrong. But if you kind of like more of a true to size fit and more of a narrower fit, just go with your normal true to size fit in Yeezys and I think you'll be absolutely fine. But if we then just finish up by taking a look at the heel of the shoe, now on the heel we do have more of that really nice suede, just like what we saw on the toe cap, and actually incorporated into the suede material we do have more 3M. So really surprised by the overall quality of the suede on this shoe. The craftsmanship is exceptional. I haven't come across a single QC problem. Maybe as I'm going through the editing and the up close shots of the shoe I might find some. But in general, the quality is fantastic on this shoe. Genuinely really, really impressive. If anything, the suede on the heel is a little bit more rough than the suede on the toe. But even still, I really don't mind it. It's the same colour tonality, but yeah, it's got generally a little bit more of a rougher feel. But like I say, in general, once again, the quality of this shoe is just really, really blowing me away. But other than that, honestly, I can't really think of anything else that's worth touching on. So if we now just go ahead and wrap this video up. So just to sum up this video, in terms of my overall opinion on the shoe itself, I'm going to give these a 9 out of 10. Genuinely blown away by not only the quality, not only the comfort, but the overall design of the shoe, the way they section it off with the different materials. It's only really something you can appreciate when you have the shoe. I think pictures genuinely don't do justice, especially most of the time. Don't get me wrong, there are some times when the pictures actually make the shoe look better than it actually is, but I find in most cases the pictures genuinely don't do the shoe the justice it deserves, and this is definitely a case in point. The material quality is exceptional, and if you are looking for a very well put together shoe using very nice materials, you honestly won't be able to go wrong with these. I definitely recommend getting them now before the resale price goes up. I think as we do approach perhaps summer, as we get actually into summer, this shoe's resale price may start to steadily rise. I might be wrong on that, but if you are kind of on the fence, I would definitely recommend trying one out because I'm genuinely blown away. But I really would love to get your guys' opinions as well. Did you cop these or did you pass on them? Do make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. If you stuck around to this point in the video, I want to say a massive thank you. Please make sure to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video. And I hope to see you all again in the next one.